Hi, Robert. How you doing? How are you doing, Robert? Um, well, it was good. Didn't do much. Just cook and eat. That's it. Watch movies. That's all we did yesterday. To be honest with you, I didn't even remember it was Easter. My son had to remind me. I didn't remember. I'm at home. I'm not even keeping up with the days. Okay. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. How was your Easter? How was your Easter, Robert? Milo, shush. What did you do? Oh, you eat? Yes, we all did that, right? We all, oh, you guys played board games? Oh, that's nice. My kids don't be inside the house for too long for us to play games. They're out the door. So it's hard to even have a family meeting over here. Everybody is doing their own thing. Well, I'm glad you came. I'm trying to make me a mask. I need to make everybody a mask in the house when we go out in them stores. What is it, Coco? Hmm? Yep, knowing kids. It's just what I was gonna talk about is one of my I have both kids. I have two kids that have schizo. And one of them don't take his meds. So he was having episodes after episodes, and I think his episodes started probably a month ago, about no, not even a month, about 2 months ago. Coco, no. So and he refuses to take his meds. He refused to go to the doctor. And it's hard dealing with a person that has schizo. You know, because they hear voices, they see things, and it was hard to talk to him because all he kept saying to me was, "You don't believe me. You think I'm crazy." So it was hard for me to communicate with him. And that's my oldest kid. I have the second one. He has schizo too, but um, it was easier to deal with him. Um, he was the first one that showed signs of it. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know about schizo at all until my son, the second one, the second oldest one. Okay, Melissa, you should tell the kids that they do not, that they can't get out. I know, huh? Yeah, but hopefully when school open, all this stuff is over with. All this stuff is over with. So let us just pray for that. Pray for that, you know? And that was one of my main concern for my son that has kids. So it's like when he started having like episodes, it was my first thing was, oh my God, coronavirus is out there. Uh, if you go to the mental hospital, you might catch it. So that was one of the things that kept me back from calling the police, because that was the only way to get him to the mental hospital is if I called the police. And they know how to deal with people that has mental issues. But that was my main concern was coronavirus, because it's everywhere now, you know. But yeah, everybody should use a mask, and hopefully, Robert, by the time school opens, all this is over with. Okay. So anyway, going back to my son, uh, what happened? What happened? Yeah, so he started hearing voices. He started seeing things. He would curse at me when he talking to me. Um, I had went away um, for my spring break. I went to Houston, Texas, me and my daughter. And while we was there, um, my kids called and it was like, "Oh, he broke the window." And I was like, "Broke the window?" The window of the front, in the front of the house. He broke that window. And he said, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me." He's saying that it was voices that telling him to do it. So I had to take care of that when I came back from Texas. Yeah, it's closed. All recreation area is closed. You can't go nowhere. You just got to be at home. Relax at home. Just got to relax at home. I mean, even if you're thinking about going to the hospital, it is crazy out there going to the hospital because you have to go through lines. You have to, a lot of stuff that you got to do when you even go to the hospital. I mean, we go to the stores and we just stand in the line, but go to, if you need to see a doctor, crazy. It is crazy. Crazy out there, Robert. I know. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Even when I came where I was born and raised in Belize City, it's out there in Belize City too. So Central America is out there because people are carrying it. They're traveling and they're carrying it around with them. So best bet is to stay in the house. You know, and I'm hoping my son is okay. So going back to him, he had a major episode the other day, and he broke my coffee table. So I don't have no glass on my coffee table anymore because he broke that. And again, he said it wasn't him. Um, so I had to talk to him, and I'm like, you know what, I need to go and get some help because you keep breaking stuff in my house. Broke my chairs, broke my window, broke my coffee table. He just didn't want to get any help at all. I hope so. I hope so, Angie. I, you know what? Last week I called the cops. They came and picked him up. They took him to a mental hospital in Ridgecrest, California, and uh, the nurse called and was like, well, he's here and he's doing okay, and he said he's not gonna kill himself. Oh, that's another thing. He was saying that the voices is telling him to kill himself. And he was like, he's not gonna kill himself no more, and blah 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 blah. Hello, Modest Nation, and hi Angie, and so I got mad and I was cursing him out because I couldn't. I got upset because I was telling him, look, he's living with me. You don't know what he's doing in my home. You know, it's at the point it's like worrying if he's going to get up one night with a knife and go in their room and stab him up or something like that. But and he was the, and I was like, okay, why are you sending him back? He needs help. I said he needs help, and I'm talking to the nurse at the mental hospital. I said, you guys can't send him back because he needs help. And he was like, well, he's doing okay, and he promised that he's not going to kill himself, and blah blah blah. Next minute, I know because Ridgecrest is like what, an hour and 45 minutes away. Next minute, I know he was here. You know what? I have to be strong because, like I said, the one that you guys saw behind me, he has it, and I didn't know about schizo at all until he started having it. Seeing voices and stuff, but he wasn't hard for me to deal with because I try to talk to him and stuff, and he he's an easy kid. That one, he's very easy. My oldest one is like you had to go back and forth with him to even understand. Yes, it is, but not in her family. I didn't know about it until he got it. Never knew about schizo at all. Never knew about it. And he starts showing episodes when he was in his last year of high school, and he was saying things, and I was like, I blame it on because he was on the computer watching all sorts of stuff, and coming to find out it wasn't even that. The doctor was saying that something had to trigger it. He said, and it usually shows like in their early 20s, it comes out. So that one you guys saw, he had to go to the mental hospital 4 times. And the 3 times that he went, he came out, he didn't, it's like he took the medication and he was feeling okay, and he got home and he was like, I'm okay. I don't need to take no medication. Next minute, boom, he went in the episode again and went back again to the mental hospital. Uh, no, that one he's fine now. He's taking his meds, but instead of taking the oral meds, um he's getting a shot every month. So he has to go to his doctor and get a shot in his arm every month. But the oldest one, it's hard to deal with him. It's hard. I had to get real mad. I was getting really pissed off. My daughter came to me and was like, Mom, you have to get down to his level. And I knew this because I went through it with him. But it was just dealing with different personality. My oldest one have a strong personality, and what he says goes. So it was hard for me to break down and like sit and talk to him because he didn't want to hear it. He just he felt like this, it was real. It was an angel that was bothering him. He said it was telling him to hurt himself. I didn't even know he was hurting himself. He woke us up one morning, his nose bleeding, punch himself in his nose. Um, he go in the shower, he scratch himself. So now I had to go and clean the shower. What was the other thing he did? Cut his wrist. I didn't even know he was cutting his wrist until the until when did I take him? I took him on Friday. Me, my husband, and my son that you saw behind there goofing around. Um, I had to talk to him, and I was like, "You need to go get help. You really need to get help because I can't help you, and the only person that can help you is God. And guess what? You have to help yourself. In order for God or anybody else to help you, you have to help yourself. You can't be sitting down saying, well, the one in the back, the one that was goofing around, he's on meds too. But because he's on his med, he's okay. The oldest one that I had to take to the mental hospital myself on Friday, he wasn't on med. He went into the mental hospital last year. My neighbor growing up is the guy broke all the. Yeah, yeah. He did that. I'm telling you, he broke my window, he broke my chair, he broke my coffee table. It's like, and I was driving him there and I was crying because I'm like, this is not my son. This is not my son at all because he is a sweet person, you know? And it just hurt me that he was going through this and I couldn't help him. I had to take him to a mental hospital. And even on the way, he was just talking about this angel and about I think he's crazy and how he got a check and the angel took the check and it was so much stuff. And it's like it's hard when it's your kid. It's really hard when it's your kid. And so we took him and it took all day. Yeah, it is a lot. I'm talking to you guys and it's like I want to cry because he went, I had to talk him, he went on his own, but I had to talk him into going. And now that he's in the mental hospital, I called yesterday to see how he was doing, and the nurse was like, I can't tell you how he's doing because he didn't want to sign the papers to let you call and check up on him. So he's mad at me because he's there, because I talk him in there, and now he's in the mental hospital. I don't know how long they're going to keep him, but I just want him to start taking his meds. I just want him, my door is going to be open for all of them. I just want him to get help because I don't like to see him in that state. It hurts. It really hurts. So, you know, um, my son called yesterday and the nurse gave us a payphone to call because I guess they have a payphone in there. Yeah, I know I'm doing the right thing, but it's just crazy. We've been through this before. He punched me in the head because he go in there and he take 3 hours of showers. Um, we have two bathrooms. One is for the boys, and the other one is for me, my husband, and my daughter. And when he's in there, none of the boys can go in there because he's in there forever. So that particular day, one of the kids wanted to go use the bathroom. So I went up in there and I knocked on the door. And I'm knocking on the door, and I swear to God, something told me, turn my head. So the minute when he opened the door, I turned my head because I would have got punched in my face. Okay. I turned my head and he punched me in the back of my head, and it was sore for a couple of days. My boys, because I have four boys. The other three wanted to beat the crap out of him, and I had to stand in front of the door, and I was like, no, you guys are not going to do anything to him because this is not him. He has he has a mental problem. You guys are not going to put your hand on him. What you guys need to do is just call the police and give me the phone so I can talk to them and tell them do not send a police officer that don't know how to deal with a mental person, because I don't want you guys to come here and hurt my kid. So they did send one, and he took him in, and that was the first time. That was a year ago. And then he starts showing episodes again because he's not taking his pill. Thank you. I really appreciate the praying because we need that right now. Because I don't even know how he's doing. He don't even want me to call. My son spoke to him yesterday, and he was like, "No, I'm not going to sign the paper because my son gave me the phone. They have a payphone at the mental hospital, and you could call, and if anybody pick it up, they can go and get him." So I get someone picked it up and went and got him, and my son was talking to him, my other son, and so I told him, I said, give me the phone, and so he gave me the phone, and I was like, can you please just sign that paper so that I can call and see how you do it? No, why you need to know how I'm doing? You the one that put me here. Why? And I'm like, oh my God. And he was like, okay, I need to go because I need to go to sleep. I need to go back to sleep. I'm like, okay. So now I can't even call and see how he doing. I lay in my bed and I pray, and I hope and pray that, he's safe from that coronavirus because it's everywhere. And he has asthma. So, I don't want him to catch that because it's not going to be a good thing for him. So all I do is pray. That's all I can do. I'm talking to you guys about it because to be honest with you, none of my family, not even my close sister knew. My sisters, they don't know that I was going through this, that he had another episode, because I haven't even called him. Because everybody has their own issues right now. It's not a good time. I mean, people dying out there, and family members can't even go to their funeral. It's just crazy. No, well, actually, he said that they don't understand what he's going through, and the meds that they given him is not. It's not going to help him. I know. I'm trying not to, but just thinking about him there, not here, like yesterday was Easter Sunday, and everybody was here except him. Yeah, yeah, it's my son. Yeah, thank you, Modest Nation. Angie, I'm I'm trying not to, but just thinking about him and not knowing how he doing. Well, huh? Hey. Yeah, I was looking. I know. It is hard not to. It's hard not to. Okay. Okay. Don't mess with your eyelashes. Yeah. You get pretty. You look good. Look at it. Yeah. Look at fire like a weed. Thank you. Thank you. Right. It's gonna be okay. I know. It's gonna be okay. I know it is, but just sitting here not knowing about, him, it's not right. I don't understand. It's not right. Thanks, Ange. Love you. Hmm. Yeah, it's not right because it's like this system when it comes to older people that's mental disabled. To, it's like it's hard for them to get help unless they go themselves and say, "I need help." To me, that's just messed up because if they're mental and they need help and they're going through this, like how he was going through this episode, it's like they're not in their right mind to come to you and say, "I need help." Somebody have to go and take them. I'm sorry about that, Robert. Is the dog okay now? Yeah, so it's just this system is not it. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Something needs to change. Something needs to change when it comes to people that's mentally disabled. I mean, if they're with loved ones and the loved ones can take them and get the help that they need, I think we should be able to do that. But the minute that I took him to that mental hospital, I couldn't say nothing because the first thing he was like, "Well, if you talking for him, he didn't come here voluntary. He came here because you want him to come." And I'm like, "Okay, but you're not living with him to see what he's going through. I'm the one that's seen what he's going through." So, you know, but he was like, "Well, ma'am, I'm sorry, but he has to say that he wants the help." Okay, but if they're not in that state of mind to tell you that they need help, what's going to happen? Are they going to be out there just acting all crazy, homeless, and then what? The cops arrest them and start, beating them up because they're mentally ill? This system is just screwed up when it comes to mentally ill people, and I think something needs to change because anybody that's mentally ill in their head and they're not in the right state of mind to go and say, "I need help." How can they say they need help? How can they get the help that they need unless somebody goes and tell with them, take them and say, "Okay, this is my son, my daughter, my husband, whoever. He needs help. He's schizo." They have to go and say, I need help. I'm schizo. You know, if I didn't force my son to go, he wouldn't have went. Yeah, he doesn't think nothing is wrong. He doesn't think anything is wrong. He think that is just what. He's like, you can't help me. It's this angel. They came. It's sitting there trying to understand and to like get down to his level. And I couldn't because he was just cursing at me, effing this and effing that, and you don't know this and you don't know that, and da 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 and da. So it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. I'm I thank God that he's getting the help, but I still can't. I don't know how he's doing. And if they do release him, it's 2 hours away. It's like he don't even have no money to catch a bus to come home. So I don't even know if they're gonna call me and let me know that he's released, he's ready to come home. I'm just hoping and praying that they call me and he had the right sense of mind to call me and let me know that mom, you could come and get me. But at this moment, I don't know. I don't know. And by the way, he has schizo and he's bipolar, so he's getting hit with two disability, and it's crazy. Just looking at him, I'm like, and that's the part that hurts because that's not your son. You know, like last year when he punched me in the face. Before that, he was walking in the hallway and he was coming out the bedroom, and I was walking towards coming towards the kitchen, and he looked at me and he stopped me and he said, he looked me straight in my eyes and he was like, "You're not my mother. You're a demon. You are not my mother. You're a demon." And I'm like, dancing with the walls, talking to himself. I think this episode that he had was worse than the one before because he was hurting himself, cutting his wrist. He showed me his wrist when we went to the mental hospital because we had to wait. I mean, like I said, it's not like before where you could walk in. You have to one person at a time. You know, and they evaluate him. So when they finish evaluating him, they send him outside. So we were sitting in the car about maybe 3 hours, and I went in the hospital. I was like, I mean, can you guys check and see how far, you guys are with him? I mean, we've been waiting here for a long time. Like, when are you guys gonna tell us something? So then she was like, okay, hold on, I'll check for you. And right before she was called, she had picked up the phone. A nurse walked through the door and she was like, I said she was looking at a paper and then she was looking around in the room and she was looking and I'm like, okay, who are you looking for? And she said, Leslie. And I said, okay, hold on, let me get it. And she was like, who are you? I said, I'm his mom. And she was like, well, we check his medical and everything, but because this only this facility only caters to people with private insurance, we can't keep him. So we send in him to another mental disability hospital. So it took all day. We didn't get home here till after 6, maybe 7, all day because I took him to the second one, and we had to wait in line. And when we got to the guy, he was talking to him, and like I said, he when I told him start saying how I felt, he was like, "You can't say anything. Let him talk because he's not. If you're saying anything, he's not voluntary. You know, he's the one that needs to be talking." Yes, I am. I'm from Belize. So anyway, he finally got in, and the man was like, it's gonna take like 3 to 5 hours for them to um evaluate him and stuff. So I said to him, well, I'm going in my car, I'm parking in the parking lot, and I'm going in my car and I'll be waiting, you know? So then I decided to call them. Oh, oh, you're Jamaican, Modest Nation. How is it over there with the corona? Okay. Are you in Jamaica or you live out in the United States? But yeah, I called after we were sitting out there in the car for a while. I called and they said, well, we're going to keep him. Oh, okay. How is it with the coronavirus? Because I mean, we don't hear much about Jamaica. I mean, I live in California and I'm from Belize, and we have it in Belize City right now. Wow. Wow. I really don't know how much people have in quarantine in Belize, but I know um one of my girlfriends sent me a attachment showing that there were a Belizean that died in Belize from the coronavirus. It's sad. This is it's really sad. Oh, three died. Wow. Wow. It's scary. It is so scary. You know, and Belize is a small place. It's so small that people can catch it real quick if they don't stay inside and stay away from others. But well, we've been staying home. Well, actually, me and my husband, you see, the boys just went through. They went through the door like maybe 20 minutes ago. Can't get it through their thick skull that you're not supposed to be going out every minute. I know our schools are closed too until in August. Our school is closed for the whole school year until August. So, and I don't have no little kids. The only one I have that's younger is my daughter. She's 16, and she's homeschooled anyway. So I'm glad that I don't have no little kids to be dealing with this online schooling. Because with her, I don't really have to, worry about her. She does her work, and I take her to. I used to take her to school before all this stuff happened. She does her work at home, and then one day of the week she goes to school just to turn in her work. I know. Well, let me tell you, your kid is 7. I have them boys that went out the door, 19 and 18, and they drive me nuts. Okay, because they act like they're 2 years old. They just don't get it. And then on top of that, they bringing friends over. I'm like, girl, I had to go out there with my Belizean accent in my language, girl, and I was just cussing up a storm. Like, look, you guys need to go home, take your corona ass home, okay? Don't come here and bring that shit. I told my sons, look, you and your company need to go somewhere. Don't be coming in the garage because they're hanging in the garage, listening to music and talking. You know what? So I went out there and I was like, who are you? How old are you? Do your parents know that you're here? I don't play because ain't nobody coming here. I sure did. I was like, no, you guys need to take your corona ass somewhere else because I don't know if they have it or not. It's with these young kids, they the one that's the carrier. So I'm like, go home. Go home. Blasting the radio and stuff. Girl, I was out there in my beliefs and after they looking at me like I'm crazy. And my son is like, Mom, Mom, I don't care. I know, I know. Thank you. Yeah. So they was just here there before. And yesterday morning I got up and I told him straight up, look, I don't want nobody at my house. Don't bring nobody here. Okay? Because guess what? Next time it's the water hose. The water hose. Because I'm not playing. I'm gonna wait everybody and their mama out there. So don't show up here. Stay your asses home where you belong. But my kids is just they running me crazy, girl. Running me crazy. In and out, in and out, in and out. So I don't have no Lysol, but I have Clorox. So that's what I've been cleaning the doorknobs with. But they are getting on my last nerve to be 18 and 19, okay? It just I wish they would take it seriously. They're not taking it seriously. Then I'm like, okay, you guys are not taking it seriously. You bring it in here, you give it to me, I die, then what? How you gonna feel then? You can't come talk to me. You can't come apologize to me because I'm dead. Shit. And then we had our first girl. You can't find it nowhere here in California. I mean, I can't even find their paper towel. I found some toilet paper. Um, we have Costco here, and I went to Costco in the long ass line. And by the time all the senior citizens got in there, they took everything. I mean, when it was time for us to go in, there was a no toilet paper, no paper towel. I couldn't even find rice. I could even find rice, much less flour. Because I'm like, okay, if we have flour, I can bake, I can make bread or fried jack or tortillas or johnny cake, so it is crazy. It's crazy. And even when I bake, it's not here. It's like I could bake stuff today and within not even an hour it's gone. And because my boys, I mean, when I make bread, when I need bread and make bread, our little bread is wrong or Creole bread. Look, my kids, they don't know to slice it. They will cut the whole thing in half and make a sandwich. They walking around here with a huge sandwich. I know it's hard. It's hard. Um, One of my good friend, she and her husband when I went out there to Costco and didn't find anything. It was so sweet. Sometimes when it's hard time like this, that's when you find out who's your true friend. Okay. So she and her husband didn't have to get up out of their bed, but they got up out of their bed and they went and drove to 3 different stores to see if they had toilet paper or paper towel. So they found a Walmart that had it, and they were there, and they called me, and they was like, "Come and pick it up." So they both picked one up for me each, and then I went and pick up one for myself. So I had three. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, they edit in 2 days, not here. It'll be gone within an hour. Within an hour. I can't even make some powder buns because man, I have to hide mine if I want any. I had to put in a Ziploc bag and put it in my room because these boys, girl, as old as they are, let me tell you what I had to do to make sure stuff stay in this house. They tell me I'm going crazy, but I'm like, okay, I don't care because you guys not understand that these things is hard to find at the store right now. So you know what I did? My husband put a lock on the deep freezer, so that has a lock. We have two pantry, honey. Both of them have a lock. Yes, they do eat a lot. Yes, they do. So guess what? I locked the pantry and the deep freezer. Okay. And I'm telling them right now, you guys, because they take milk and they eat cereal and they leave all that milk in the bowl, wasted. So guess what? I'm gonna have to start pouring their milk for them, or I'm gonna also lock that refrigerator. They said I'm going to I'm going crazy with the lock and key. Yeah, I am because they not getting it. Yeah, they it's crazy. It's crazy. And then the water they want to drink out like there's no, like the water company or whoever makes water is not gonna have water no more. So even I had to lock up the damn water because there's half a bottle here, half a bottle there. It's like, come on now. Yeah, we have cereal because like I said, I lock my pantry up. Milk, I don't because it's in the refrigerator. Go in there whenever they like. But to get the cereal and canned food and stuff like that, they got to come to me or my husband because we are the two that have keys. Girl, him, I got mad with him because he's like he took it like he wasn't as stressed out as I am, to tell you the truth. He sits down and my son talk to him and he don't say nothing to him. He just listen. Me, on the other hand, I can't just sit there and not say anything because guess what? That's my son. I'm like, that is not him. I gotta open my mouth. I gotta open my mouth. I gotta say something. But he was the only one my son was talking to because he said that he believes him. Because my husband just sit and listen. He doesn't um say anything to him. Yeah. So because he had to deal with him while I was in Texas, you know, he was like, I had to deal with a lot when you wasn't here. So but he does good with him. Like I say, he don't say nothing. He listen. I'm the type of person I'll listen for a few minutes, but you know what? It's like in my head, you're talking to me, and my head is like the words just want to come out. It's like I can't stay quiet. You know. Well, was he here? He wasn't here. He was at work that day. He was at work. So when he came and I told him, and he was like, "Well, did you call?" I said, "Yeah, I called the cops, and they came and got him." Yeah. So thank God he wasn't here. Because usually when my son is yelling and screaming at me, he would come and he would just stand next to me, and just stand there just to make sure that he don't hit me. Yeah, but that day he wasn't here. It was just me and the boys, and they wanted to kill him. I'm like, no, no, 'cause that's not your brother. That's not your brother talking. That's not your brother that hit me. So, and he went the first time he came home. He was good. He was good until 2 months ago, and I think it's what's triggering it is that he's in the house and not doing anything and not going anywhere, and he sits and he thinks and thinks and thinks about his life, and I think that what trigger it too. I know. I know. That's why he said Mom, you don't believe me because I open my mouth and I say what I want to say. You know, you don't believe me. Yeah, that was my main issue, my destination, that this corona and him being out there, that was one thing that was holding me back for a long time. That was holding me back and thinking, okay, things is gonna get better. He'll get over it. He'll be okay. But it got worse. It got worse. So then I just had to make my mind up and be like, okay, you got to go, and I will be taking you this time because ain't nobody sending you back home. So that's what I did. So I just hope he's doing okay. I know he's doing okay, but you know, I would like to know, you know, I would like to know how he's, if he's taking his meds and if he's doing group therapy. You know what? Like I said, he has a strong mentality. I mean, mentality, but he has a strong personality, and um, he would make appointment to go, because he would make the appointment in front of me because he's trying to shut me up. But then later on, I found out that he wasn't going. So no, he from the time he came out the first time, he hasn't been to therapy, and he wasn't taking his meds. So no. So this time, I'm hoping that he get out in probably a week or so, and at least I'm off of work. I'm off of work, so I will be here to take him to his therapy and to take him to his doctor appointments. Because when I work, it's hard for me to do that. And if I don't do it, it won't get done. It's just like with my son over there. I had to put in a FMLA at work, in case something happens to him, I can just take off work. So now I think I might have to do that with him also. Yeah, he do needs to go to therapy. Yeah. But if he thinking he ain't nothing wrong with him, it's hard to get him there. It's so hard. It's hard to get him to therapy. And then the thing is, I don't even know. I haven't I haven't heard about any of our family that has schizo. And with his dad was from Jamaica too. He is part Jamaican. My son is part Jamaican and Belizean and American. So his dad was from Jamaica, and I didn't get to know his family. And sadly, his dad passed away. Um, so I can't even say if anybody in his family has schizo, because I don't know. I don't know anybody at all. I don't even know if his grandmother is still alive. I know she lived in Florida. She lives in, I think it's Florida, but I don't know her name. I don't know where she lives at. I don't know nothing. Nothing to even try to find out. Oh, that's a good idea, Angie. That's a good idea. Yeah, doing a DNA test on him. Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, now the house is kind of quiet because he's not here. yelling and screaming and breaking stuff. I had to, girl. That's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. Well, he affect his social. Well, him socially, he has friends, but his friends they live like far away because they're skaters. So they in other country doing their own thing. And that's another thing. He was a skater too. He was on a skating group and all that stuff. And it's because of his schizo, he started acting out on them too. So his friends are getting on with their skating life and I think and I know not think I know if he takes his meds, he can go back and do his skating. But right now, I don't see him talking to nobody at all. He just stay here in the house. He don't even want to go to the store. I would like, come on, let's go to the store. Maybe you need some fresh air. But the first thing he said, I can't go. They won't let me go. The angel won't let him go. But I'm just glad that he's in there now. And like I said, the house is quiet. My dog's not barking because I have a dog that don't like him. So and then I have to listen to him yelling and telling me why. He said, "Mom, why you gonna bring that demon dog in here?" Look, I'm laughing though because I'm remembering what he said. What he said. He said, "Why are you bringing that demon dog in here? You know I don't like that dog." Maybe it's hard for him to know that everyone is home. They alone the foremost of. No, he was here. He's been here, Angie. He's been here. What? 3 years now. He's been here living with me. Yeah, yeah. He's been here, but he has an issue with the dog too. You know what? The first time he had his episode, the reason why my dog don't like him is because he had a my son walked in on him. He had a cup of coffee in his hand and he had the dog in his other hand and he was putting the dog face in the cup of coffee, like drowning my dog in the cup of coffee. So now my dog don't like him, you know? And he don't understand the reason why the dog don't. I don't even think he remembered what he did to the dog. That's why the dog don't like him. So every time he's here, my dog just barks at him. And then I think that makes it worse because, you know, he's already having an episode. He's already in his episode mood. So that makes it worse that the dog is, inside barking at him. No, girl. No, the funniest thing is he's not even here. But if you call his name, she will come from wherever she at, running, barking, growling. She just don't like him. Like I told him, I said, you know what? You had to do something to that dog. But see, he don't remember. He don't remember what he did to the dog. But my son told me what he did because he had to take the dog from him. Yeah, my poor dog probably hate coffee smell. Who knows? Oh God. But that's the funniest thing. I be laughing when it comes to him and that damn dog. You know, why you bring that demon dog in here? He called my dog a demon dog. Oh, oh my God, when he's the one that damn turned the dog into a demon dog. It's funny. Yeah, it's so funny. So Angie, what did you guys do for Easter, girl? Since we're off work. Did you get that text that boss texted us today? Oh, talking about he miss us. I know he probably at home don't even know what to do with himself. What? What can I just know? Oh gosh, that's funny. Oh gosh, girl, but you're not telling me what you did for Easter. I know, I know. He probably missed me the most complaining to him because I'm always in his office complaining and bitching about everything. You know, he probably don't even know what to do with himself right now. Oh, that's nice. We don't do date nights over here. Our date nights are, let me tell you what our date nights are. Him in his room playing games, and I'm out here watching whatever show I want to do with my glass of wine. That's it. That's our night around here. Oh, well, my husband wanted to barbecue, but when we went to Ace to go get the propane fill up the tank fill up, it was closed, so we couldn't even do that. So what did I do? I grilled some on the stove though. I grilled some pork chops and I fried some fries with vegetable salad. Mm. We don't know the meaning of date night over here, modest nation. We don't know about that. We don't know the meaning about that. We just in our own world over here. Do what we do best. All right, let's go. Dimitri, go get my thing, my charger. Hurry up. Uh, what do you say? Love, Buffalo. You should have date nights. Keep the fun in the marriage. It was good to have alone time because our son is always over. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what food, Angie? What girl? I'm touching the damn computer like it's a touch screen. You talking about the panades? Mother's Nation, that is so sweet. We should. We should. We're two old folks over here. I'm like, we haven't done anything in a long time, but we should. Oh, okay. I'll do that. You see how I put my makeup on and my eyelashes and stuff because I know you always complaining about me being on here like a bum. But guess what? It's like, look, why do I have to be pretty cleaning house and cooking? I don't need to be pretty. Uh, Mother's Nation, you guys have just one kid? Um, you know what? It's hot here too, girl. Angie, Ronald already. He looked at me and he's like, he told me all the time, you look beautiful with all that stuff. So really, I don't do this for him. I do this for me. I know, girl. I know, Modest Nation. You know what? You just don't have time. I know. I know. Is that you guys in Jamaica? Is it tropical weather? I know, Angela. We should get together and do that. Yeah, he loves me in his own little way. Mm. Okay, so you guys, so in Jamaica, it's tropical just like how it is in Belize. It's tropical weather in Belize too. We went there last year in July, and my God, it was hot. You are crazy, Angie. Oh God, you are crazy. You're making me laugh too, girl. Oh, so yeah, Mother's Day. It's hot over here too. It's hot only because we live in like a desert area, and it gets hot. Like in Vegas, it gets really, really hot. You're bad, Angie. Yeah, we should do that too. If he wants to do that. Yeah, he's okay with being in the videos and stuff, Modest Nation. He's okay with that. He don't have no problem. So I should do that. Because we met in a weird way. We met actually at our job. Yeah, so it's hot over here. In Vegas it's hot and there's no breeze. But here it gets really hot, but you have a little bit of breeze. I know in Belize it's hot, but you get a lot of breeze. Girl, no, I haven't seen nope, no sexy man. Yep, shit in this quarantine. Nope, girl. Been in the house. Girl, the only sexy man you will see is on the damn on YouTube. Shoot. Yeah, yeah. Um, we here where we live at, it's hot and a lot of us have swamp coolers. Swamp coolers and it depends on the size of the swamp cooler too, and it depends on the size of your house because if you have 1,600 square feet of house and you have a small damn swamp cooler, it's not going to work. Um, we have a swamp cooler, and look, last year I paid 1,600 to get a bigger one installed, and it still didn't work. So me and my husband have to think about something to do to keep this house cool during the summer because it is so hot over here during the summer. So I don't know. I don't want no AC because it's gonna be our bill is gonna be high. So I'm thinking maybe a master cooler because the master cooler works the same way as a swamp cooler. It works with water. So it runs, the water runs, and then it make I guess push out a cool air in the house. And the swamp, the master cooler is more of a colder air that's coming in. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to switch to that. More money again, but it gets real hot, real hot. And I don't do good in the heat. I go crazy. I had a hysterectomy, so my hormones and this heat is like I go through premenopause. So I can't deal with the heat. I really can't. Oh, okay. I will be doing that. Hmm. Yeah, they put one for you free and the heat proof your house. Okay, because girl, it is hot in here. I bought a master cooler and the only area it cools is the living room. I hate the heat. I hate the heat and I hate the cold. I would love it like in between. Anyway, girl, I have to end this screen, you guys. Thank you guys for coming, and I will talk to you guys another time. I'll try and come back maybe tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye.